Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on. Night prime time on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday night primetime contest between the Indianapolis Colts and the Pittsburgh Steelers. We've reached the halfway mark of the regular season. A lot of work left to do as we're away in week 9. Brings in the kick at the 9. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 26-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Good reaction to the RPO. They're going to get to him behind the line.
A good RPO play, it takes a lot of timing. Proper decision-making from a calm, cool, collected offense. Well, that one didn't have any of it.
Colts going in the dime look. 3rd down, 6 DBs out there.
Let's go. Cowboy 80.
3rd and long for him here. Has him on the quick hitter. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Cowboy 80.
Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, hey, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Warriors 17, 19, 18. 19 tight, 19 tight.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Little off center, his man just couldn't adjust to it. Unable to find Adonai Mitchell with that one. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Go.
Richardson on 3rd. Escapes the pocket. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Ready.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Ready.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Okay, ready.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Ready.
Taylor again. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle.
Play on the ground later on will largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready.
Richardson back to throw. That one's complete over the middle. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
19. Ready. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Richardson now. Short pass brought in. And they make the tackle at the 38. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Ready, set.
Offense executing early. New set of downs at the 38-yard line.
Go. 60 Bison. Cougar 19. Panther 60. Panther 60. Check go.
Taylor now up the middle. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each neighbor contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
On that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
70 Timberwolves. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Off the play fake. Here's Richardson. Pressure coming, and they take him down. Offense up to the line fast. They need some extra time to think over 3rd and long. We've got a timeout. And after using an early one, this drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Let's go. Set up. 70 Lions. Ready.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one nabbed by Warren. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone. Brock inside the 15. Give him 25 on that play. And that is good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Let's go.
From the red zone on 1st. This one's caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that's way too much risk for that reward.
Good pickup. They're set up with second and short.
Get it. Cowboy 80. Drop 50. Drop 60. Ready.
It's a design keeper. It's Richardson. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Colts have a great first drive and get the game's first points. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
And wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. So after the missed extra point, he is still out there, and he's going to put it back in play. And he didn't strike that one true, Brock. It came down short of the landing zone he had to reach, so give them the football up at the 40. To the air now on 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it sets up 2nd down.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Incomplete pass on 1st down, so still at the 40. It's 2nd and 10. They're going to try and throw it here. Taken in by Hill, right side. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go, 1st down. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. He's going to throw it again. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Tarvarius Ward picks it off. And the Colts are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, coaches just love that effort right there instantly. As he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal.
60 broadcast. 60.
First carry here for the rookie out of Oklahoma State. And the defense holds, Brock. They catch him at the 4. He only gets back to that line of scrimmage. And after the play, one of the Colts still out there injured. We get a brief stoppage here as they check on him.
On the jump.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Taylor. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. Defense making a couple of good stops here, and this brings up 3rd and goal. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. The Colts have taken the early lead. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Time for the second quarter here, and the Colts are thinking points.
79 Broncos, 19 Tigers.
Taylor again. This is close, but it looks like they stopped him just short of the goal line. 3 yards on that carry. That leaves him facing 4th and goal.
These are the moments, and these are the kind of calls, Kate, that this offensive coordinator makes his money. Gonna do.
Well, a field goal would make it 2 scores, Brock, but they want more than that. They're going for it on 4th and goal.
Let's go.
They're going Taylor, and he will get into the end zone for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. So, Brock, they take a gamble, and it pays off with a big touchdown on 4th and goal.
And they do it on the ground as well, and that just speaks volumes. That's confidence that you can own this line of scrimmage, and your back will see a lane and will get the job done. That just infuses your team.
And it's another miss. His second extra point has been off the mark. So now after his second missed point after the game, he's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Drive starts with an option, right side. The lateral goes haywire, fumble. But I believe a Steeler was first to that football. They make the recovery and keep possession. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice. But kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know, man, if I get that first cut, I can make him bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Throwing it on 2nd down. Fits it through the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 22. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Shotgun handoff to Johnson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every whole home run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late. This could have been much, much more exciting.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Panther 60. Go.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Hits him on the inbound. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Steelers have a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
First and 10 from the 32.
Panther 60. Panther 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 72.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flag.
Ready? Viking 18. 70 Lion. 60 Bisons. Ready?
They'll run here following the penalty. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. Keeps himself upright. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers make it a one-score game in the first half.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
The Steelers leaving their offense on the field. We got a 2-point conversion coming up.
The Steelers will line up for the two.
They send him straight up the middle. And that play reaches the end zone. The 2-point conversion slams the lead down to 4.
You thought they were going to throw it, didn't you, Kate?
Could you tell? I did. I thought for a moment they might have been setting up to throw, but they stick to the ground and run it in for 2.
Yeah, I think everybody in the building, because there's all these pretty pass plays, all these creative designs, but don't ever get away from the simplest form of football, and that's running it right down your opponent's throat.
Israel Abanikanda on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Colts file out into formation. Here comes first and 10. Richardson finds his man over the middle. And they're going to be set up with a first down after a nice gain there as he's down by contact.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
On the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive.
Get it.
Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's second down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
At the 46-yard line.
Okay.
Last run got him 7. Here comes second and 3.
Ready. Let's go, 80. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready.
They go again with Taylor. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Okay, ready.
First and 10 now from the 46.
Here we we go. Set. 70 Lions.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
18, 70 Timberwolves.
Back to the air. It's Richardson. Catch made underneath by the back. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And it'll be first down Colts.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
18 Cardinals, go!
Richardson now on 1st and 10. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Ready?
Offense is set. 1st and 10.
Hot 70, hot 70. Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60. 60 Bobcats.
Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment.
Ready?
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves. Viking 18. Ready?
Once more now, it's Richardson. Left side into the hands of Warren. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Here we go, here we go. Cougar 19. Ready,
Throwing again, Richardson. He has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts grow their lead just before halftime. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
This is Trujillo to try to point after. And he gets this one to go after a couple of misses already in this game.
Colts 19, Steelers 8.
Here's Trujillo to kick it away. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
They'll throw to begin this drive. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10.
Come on, set. Cougar 19. Steady.
He'll look to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing. We're getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
He's dropping back to throw. Hits him on the out route. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. Now we have a momentary stoppage for an injured Colts as they get somebody out there to tend to him. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
60 vices, 60 vices.
Taylor gets it to begin the drive. Allen continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Deputy! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
Here's Richardson. He completes it in traffic. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Now Boswell on to send this away. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 18-yard line.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line.
Here we go. Set. Top.
Starting the 3rd with Taylor. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively, because you also know it can set the table for more.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Hey, smash. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Going to the ground again on first. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Come on, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Taken in by Mitchell, right side. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Let's go. 70, Timberwolves. Ready.
From the gun, Taylor. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Ready, check.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Check. Ready,
On the ground, DJ Giddens gets it. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. That play good for 17 and a first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
ready. 60 Maverick. 70 Lions.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Trying to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21.
Mustang 19. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Crack all 80. Dragon 60. Go.
Richardson on 3rd. He's got it, complete to downs. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. He got it, that's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal.
Get it. Ready.
It's a designed run for Richardson. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Boy, is it tough to fool this defense with how well they read and react to these plays. Held that line, and the QB keeper gets nada.
Ball still at the 3 as they get set for 2nd and goal.
Go. 60 Bison. 60.
Taylor. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Colts grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Here's Trujillo to kick it away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
At their own 24-yard line.
But somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Back now, pressure coming. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Working now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to connect with Tyreek Hill there. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
From the gun on 3rd down. Complete out to the right. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him.
At their own 21-yard line.
Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll send a receiver left. First down throw here from Richardson. Throwing the out route complete. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be 1st down Colts.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Hold the ready.
1st and 10 from the 32.
Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7 at 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Seven yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
Come on. 18, find it. Viking, 18. Ready.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Lays out left side and gets it. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that is good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Breaking the huddle, here's 1st and goal.
70. Let's go. Cougar 19.
Straight ahead with Taylor. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Ready, ready. Go. Practice 60.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's the Colts with the football as they hang on to this comfortable lead. Need better results here on 2nd and goal from the 10.
Ready, ready, go!
They pick the handoff, now Richardson. And he's going to score a touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts put up even more points in a win. Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break open. That was awesome, and it's rewarded with 6.
You know, it should be simple, Kate, right? In philosophy, it should be simple. Just plaster that big guy. Throw bodies at him in coverage, but stopping the tight end near the end zone is anything but simple with how deceptively good they are as route runners and finding that football when it arrives.
Trujillo to kick it away. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And the work already half done thanks to that run back. They're taking over at midfield.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field, and you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. Looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
Set. Cougar 19. Check up.
They'll throw on 2nd and 10. He's got it inside the 25. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Here we go, set.
Working inside the red zone. Dumps it off to his running back. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And he's brought down at the line.
I got to be honest with you, Kate. That's an occasion where a drop would have been a whole lot better than a completion. Couldn't find the way back to the line, and it's a rare pass that actually loses yardage.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers making the scoreboard look a touch better. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Here go the Steelers again, lining up for 2.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
This is caught. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails.
33. Steelers 14.
Down by 3 scores, their hand is forced. They're going to try the onside kick here. And the Colts are able to bring in the kick. And they make the stop, I'm going to say, at about the 37-yard line. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
They'll run here on first down. And they'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
Ready, ready.
Running right. This is Taylor. Has some space inside the 15. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
Well, there's a case to be made, and a really strong one, that this running back deserves the next touch. I'll tell you this, Kate, defense is going to be keyed up on him. Maybe a great time for the play action pass, too.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Get it. 70 Timberwolves.
And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire. So that penalty declines. They're happy enough stuffing that last play at the line for no gain. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Let's go now. Ready.
Running it after the penalty. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Ready. 70 Lions.
Another shot for Taylor. And he's going to be taken down as this defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game.
On the double.
Now from the 2-yard line, it's 3rd and goal.
Ready, ready. Hop, step, go.
Running with Taylor. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be 4th and short. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock.
Like the final battle scene from a movie, Kate, 2 sides charging each other, and they beat right at that line. And they didn't have to drive him backward, All they had to do was hold the line to go win that battle.
Kick by Trujillo is good. And that's going to make the advantage 22.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Here's Trujillo to kick it away. He fields it from the 8. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just just couldn't hang on through the contact. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Back to throw now. It's caught left side by Hill. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Okay, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
Has a man downfield. This is Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line.
Gain of 19 yards. That's good for us Steelers.
Throwing it again here. Absolutely fires this one right side. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Charvarius Ward picks it off. And the Colts get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
I know he started to play as a defender. Gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground. Taylor. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers' side of the field. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4.
Come on, ready.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Look at here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Ready.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Ready. Cougar 19.
Another carry for it. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Okay, ready.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Pass for 60. Pass for all 80.
This time it's a passing play. Chased out to his right. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Colts nearing their 6th win this season.
Okay, break.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long.
Let's go now. Go.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. He's going to gain a good chunk of yards here. Looks like about 6, but that still brings up 4th down.
Well, Kate, that's a white flag waving if I've ever seen one. I'm not sure I saw any avenue with that run play that was going to result in a 1st down. It felt more like the coordinator saying, well, you earned that call by the mishaps on 1st and 2nd down.
And this punt lands in the end zone for a touchback. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10.
Ready. Nike, go.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Colts get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Well designed run. Here's Richardson. So it's the Colts who come away with a win on the road. Man, they were facing a top-5 defense this week, Bronk, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you could come in, Kate, with this awe and mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.
So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.
Damn. Damn.
MC, make another hit.
This ain't what you want.
Project,
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.